Hot sauce stands are no joke. The loyalty folks have for brands like Tabasco, Crystal, and Frank's is no different from the love people have for their favorite sports teams. But with so many bottles at the store, how do you know which one is right for you? Let's put it to the taste. Welcome to the Taste Test, the show where our team goes above and beyond tasting ingredients so you can make smart decisions when you shop. Today, we discuss what's hot and what's not when we taste one of America's most beloved condiments, Louisiana-style hot sauce. Whether it's to spice up fried catfish or add a little kick to some jambalaya, having Louisiana-style hot sauce on the table is a great way to level up a meal. The foundational recipe for Louisiana-style hot sauce consists of vinegar, chilies, and salt. Traditionally, the chilies are either cayenne or Tabasco. These give them their fiery red color and milder flavor compared to other sauces that use hotter chilies. But what distinguishes Louisiana-style from other sauces is its vinegar-forward flavor. Ingredient lists are labeled in order of quantity from most to least. Unlike other sauces, vinegar is either the first or second ingredient on Louisiana-style labels. But beyond ingredients, all Louisiana-style hot sauces are linked through a deep history. To learn more, we spoke to Adrienne Miller, scholar and author of Soul Food, the surprising story of an American cuisine one plate at a time.
The story of Louisiana hot sauce begins in 1850 with an Irish immigrant named Monsell White who owned the Deer Range plantation outside of New Orleans. At that time, a waterborne illness called cholera was ravaging the American South, especially amongst the enslaved. Desperate for a cure, White started experimenting with Tabasco chilies and fed them to his enslaved workforce. The result was the incidence of cholera dropped precipitously. White was very excited about this and started sharing his chilies with others with the hope of preventing the spread of cholera. He also found that it was more effective to preserve the chilies by pouring vinegar over them. So he collaborated with his enslaved workforce and developed a pepper sauce, and that is the birth of Louisiana hot sauce.
As formerly enslaved Black people moved across the country after emancipation, they brought Louisiana-style hot sauces with them. Today, this style of sauce is manufactured way beyond Louisiana, from North Carolina to Ontario, Canada. Okay, so now that we know what makes hot sauces Louisiana-style, it's time to answer the most important question. How do they taste? We rounded up 11 sauces from big-name brands that have been around for years to smaller and newer companies. For this test, samples were submitted to an accredited lab to evaluate their heat level in Scoville units. The higher the score, the spicier the sauce. In terms of spiciness, our 11 sauces ranged from 310 to 3,700 Scoville units. Although that's a wide range, those levels are still mild to medium on the overall Scoville scale. Tasters found sauces with a lower Scoville score to be brighter and more citrusy than spicy. Those that were especially fresh and citrusy tended to be thinner and more brightly colored. Those that had deeper, richer, and smokier qualities tended to be less vinegary and thicker. These thicker sauces tasted savory and sweet and even buttery. Some sauces had more pronounced seasoning. Garlic was especially common. So, after 11 bottles and thousands of Scoville units, it's time to put our test to the taste. And joining me today is executive editor of Cook's Country, Morgan Bolling. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. I'm psyched to have a lot of hot sauce.
Did you grow up having a specific sauce that you loved?
I feel like my go-to at home now is Texas Pete. It's from North Carolina. It's like what I use in my barbecue sauce, but I like a lot of hot sauces. I feel like my fridge has like probably 10 different hot sauces in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think you'll ever have your loyalty with another sauce? Do you think this taste test could kind of,
Maybe.
Push you over the
like,
edge?
will I be cheating on Texas Pete? I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but it's fine. They don't know. So
Like, they won't know. And also I'm like, yeah, lots of hot sauce love to go around.
Exactly. So we have 5 samples of the hot sauces we tasted during the tasting. We're gonna start off from mildest to hotter and more astringent.
Let's get going. I'm glad you whittled it down to 5 for me as
All
opposed
right.
to 11. I'd be like 11 shots of hot sauce.
I wanna do that too. All right,
Okay,
cheers.
Okay, that's delicious. I really like it. I'm not like choking yet, which is great. I feel like it's like sweet, it's rounded, it's not too intense, but it's got some nice pepper. I mean, to me, it reminds me of buffalo wings.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I mean, it has that like subtle heat that's not too offensive and like on the back of your tongue and in the back of your throat. So, I mean,
yeah.
I really like it.
I really like it too. It feels very like straightforward, but like has some personality. Yeah.
Exactly. Let's taste it with the wing, and maybe we'll get a different flavor profile with that.
That sounds great.
All right.
Are you just gonna pour, dunk?
Yeah, I'm just gonna dunk it.
Okay.
So the heat is a little turned down.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I think the heat's a little turned down. To me, I'm getting more of the sweetness and like more of a floral flavor, or like something that's like a little more, like I feel like I actually taste more complexity in the hot sauce now that I'm having it on a wing. Or maybe it's that the wing's really good. I don't know.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's funny how you can taste things straight and then taste things with like a food and it has a completely different profile, and that's why we do that in our tastings. Do you want to know what it is?
Yes, I do want to know what it is.
All right. Bum, 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 bum.
Wow.
Crystal.
Pleasantly surprised.
You
but
weren't expecting that.
No, I didn't. I thought it was Frank's, but I'm psyched about it. I like
you-
crystals. Turns out I really like crystals.
This is a sweet classic. This is how it was described during our tasting. It's origins, New Orleans. Ingredients, super simple, aged red cayenne peppers, distilled vinegar, and salt. On the Scoville heat units, it's 670. It had a zippy heat, but spice didn't linger long. You know how we were talking about like the back of our throat. And we like the overall brightness of the sauce and subtlety of the vinegar. So,
I really like it.
Yeah.
So you said it's 670. What was like the higher end of the range?
So
I know
the
we'll probably
highest-
get there, but I want to prepare.
Yeah. No, the highest was at 3,700 Scoville units.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a baby sauce.
Okay.
You know?
But a good baby sauce, but it is. It's like mild.
Gotta do a cheers.
Yeah, we got to do cheers, everyone.
Okay.
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 Yeah.
Okay.
It's showing up.
Getting
It's
some
here.
saltiness.
I know. I'm like, it's salty. It's tomatoey. Like, I'm kind
Yeah.
of getting some ketchup-y almost, but like, I think it's just the salt, the vinegar, and the tomato.
Yeah, it does kind of taste like hot ketchup, but like
Yeah.
really salty hot
I
ketchup.
know. I'm like, really good. The hot
Yeah.
ketchup doesn't sound good, but this is good.
Let's try some with the wings to see if we notice anything different.
Cool.
You know what that is.
I know. I'm like, I love this on a wing. I love this in general. I'm like, this is so damn good.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like it's meant to be together.
right.
This
let's
one feels
see.
like ubiquitous. It feels good. I would happily make it on buffalo wings.
It is
Oh, thank God.
Frank's. Perfect for wings, as you expected. Its origin, not in Louisiana, but Springfield, Missouri. Aged cayenne red peppers, distilled vinegar, water, salt, and garlic powder. Scoville heat units, 790.
Okay, so we still have some way to climb.
Tasters liked this heat level. They described it as a very slow burn that fades away. So it's great for if you're eating like a bunch of something like wings. You don't want your mouth completely on fire. I mean, you could want your mouth
could.
completely on fire. but-
Depends. Depends where
Depends
you
on
are.
who you are. Woo. Okay. It has texture.
Yeah, it's not gritty, but it's like not just totally
Yeah, it's not uniform like the other ones that we were tasting.
smooth. It's super acidic. It's got a little bit of fermentiness to me. Like it's definitely got some funk to it.
Yeah.
Like I can tell it's definitely aged a little while, fermented a little while.
I mean, it almost tastes like homemade.
Yeah, it
You
does.
know, like something you could make and just like keep in your fridge for a long period of time. And
Yeah.
as it ages, it gets better. So, ready to try a wing? See if you notice anything?
Yes,
All
definitely.
right, great. It almost makes it like more meaty,
Yeah,
you know?
I totally agree. I feel like I'm getting like the fermented flavor more than anything else now.
Right.
But like also like it's like now it's on the tip of my tongue.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's got a nice little burn.
All right, drum roll, please. Poirier's
Oh.
Louisiana Hot Sauce. This is by Heartbeat Hot Sauce Company from Ontario, Canada. Vinegar, aged cayenne pepper, sea salt, red habanero, celery, garlic, and canola oil.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff in this one.
Scoville heat units, 1,100.
Okay. That one's still burning a little tiny bit.
Just
so
a little bit. They're also
see.
building.
That's
so-
good. You know, working me up. Woo.
Yeah.
I know. I'm like, okay, starting to feel these. I'm like
yeah.
sweating a little bit.
That has layers to it.
Yeah. I think cayenne's the first thing I taste. Like I taste some of the dry pepper heat that I associate with cayenne pepper.
Right.
And then plenty of vinegar. It almost like, I don't think it's the same as chipotle chilies and adobo, but almost a smokiness or like some of those same notes.
Yeah.
It just has like a deeper, darker, like dark
Right.
flavor.
More like an acrid heat. Sort
Yeah.
of like,
It's like,
yeah,
woo.
dry
Yeah.
heat. Ready to
Okay.
try it with a wing?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
And
great.
it's another pour one for me.
Yeah.
It's like vinegary.
But it's also like coating the wing really well.
Yeah, it is.
I would even use this as an alternative to Frank's.
Yeah, it's
know?
like if you want a hotter version of it. Like if you want your wings like the next level of heat, or maybe a few levels more of heat, yeah, like this would do it.
Are you ready for the reveal?
Yes. Curious which one this one is. I have a theory, but I don't know if I'm right.
Get ready to slap your mama.
Sorry, Mom. But I get it.
We apologize to all the moms out there, but it's a really good sauce.
I mean, I love the name, though, no offense to my mom, but I'm like, it also does kind of feel a little bit like a slap in the best kind of way.
It does. It's a slap of flavor and just like that little bit of heat.
Yeah,
so,
it's like, because it is that dark, intense, it's like, it's strong. Yeah.
So aged pepper mash, like what we were talking about, vinegar, second ingredient, other spices.
Interesting.
I like that she's mysterious.
Yeah.
Do you want to give me a guess on Scoville units?
Okay, I'm gonna say 1650.
1600.
Oh, yes, I'm
1600
getting good at this game.
heat units, okay? And it's another cult classic, right? People love the sauce. It's savory, it's salty. It reminded some tasters of paprika and pepper. And it has that smokiness and a little bit of pickle juice. So that's where the brininess comes in from.
Yeah, I'm
ready.
ready. I'm ready.
Okay.
I know, I'm curious how much hotter this is, because so far I'm like, that one hit me a little bit.
I mean,
I'm like, I'm in for it.
Hey.
I agreed to do this. I'm like, I'm in. All right,
cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh. All right.
It burns.
Okay, I'm glad you're saying it. It burns.
It burns in a good way, but it does burn. It's like acidic, vinegary, really vinegary.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah.
Do you want to try with a wing?
Yes. I'm like a little nervous to eat more of this, but let's do it.
You can't stop now.
Yeah, I can't
You've come
stop,
too
won't
far.
stop. Exactly. Oh, it's thinner than some of the others.
Yeah.
When you pour in the wing, you can tell.
Which is nice because it's the hottest.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't think I want it like coating this wing.
Right.
Okay, still really intense. It is still strong. It didn't disappear on the wing.
I could see you blinking and just being like, I'm trying to
be
think
calm,
of a
be
way.
calm, be calm. I taste a little more fruitiness, but that's like I think the only difference I got. Otherwise, it's
too.
still very intense.
I wouldn't say it's citrusy,
Yeah,
but it's just like straight up heat. Like
Yeah.
I'm a pepper.
I'm not
This
afraid
is
to
who I
say
am,
it. This
exactly.
is who I am. I'm coming. I'm like, let my freak flag fly. I'm like, this is the pepper.
Exactly. All right, are you ready for the review?
Yes.
Tabasco.
That kind of makes sense. I mean, I feel like this is what I know Tabasco to be. In theory, I know it's like straight vinegar and heat.
Right.
But I think I haven't had it in a lineup like this, and I'm like, wow, it is intense.
Yeah, it's no apologies.
No apologies.
It's from Avery Island, Louisiana. Distilled vinegar, red pepper, and salt. That's
Okay.
it. So Scoville heat units, 3,700.
Whew.
Yeah, you're feeling it.
I'm
You're feeling it.
Wow, so it's like over double that guy, the Slap Your Mama.
Yeah. So this is our lineup. How are you feeling?
I think my biggest takeaway that I'm surprised about is how different they are. And I sort of think, I mean, they all have that like vinegar, pepper as their forward notes, but the heat range is so expansive.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised by that. And I am surprised just by how different they are. Like, I think of like, hot sauce is very diverse, but I don't think I actually thought of like Louisiana hot sauce themselves that diverse. And now I'm like, okay, they're real different.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of people don't necessarily categorize these as Louisiana style. They're like, oh, it's just hot sauce. But no, they have a huge history behind it.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting to learn. And yeah, thank you so much for joining us. And thank
Thank
you for
you.
doing 5 shots of hot sauce.
It was great. Now I'm like better prepared to cook, but also I'm like, I'm gonna take a little breather on hot sauce for a minute.
You're all fired
a few
up.
hours. Yeah, all fired up. That
Yes.
was great. That was great.
Here are the team's official results. Trappy's Bowl Louisiana Hot Sauce from New Iberia, Louisiana was at the bottom of the scale at 310 Scoville units. Tasters said it had a nice tang with subtle heat. Next, Panola Cajun Hot Sauce from Lake Providence, Louisiana kicks up the heat ever so slightly at 330 Scoville units. Tasters said this sauce was freshly flavored with good zing. Texas Pete Original Hot Sauce, ironically not from Texas, but Winston-Salem, North Carolina, came in at 490 Scoville units. Tasters like Pete's balanced flavor and straightforward heat. Cajun Chef Louisiana Hot Sauce from St. Martinville, Louisiana scored a 550 with a fruity, sweet, almost floral start that fades into a subtle heat. In the middle of the pack was Crystal, our sweet classic from New Orleans, followed by Frank's and then Poirier's. After that, Louisiana brand original hot sauce, also from New Iberia, Louisiana, comes in at 1,200 Scoville units. The sauce is perfect for folks who like a hotter sauce but don't want to sacrifice flavor. Sloppy Mama was next, followed by Cajun small batch classic cayenne pepper sauce, coming in at 1,600 Scoville units, one of the darkest and thickest in our lineup, with a consistency comparable to barbecue sauce. The hottest in our lineup was the No Frills Classic, Tabasco, coming in at 3,700 Scoville units.
What's your favorite hot sauce? Do you have one we didn't cover? Let us know in the comments below.
Be sure to like this video, subscribe, and visit us at americastestkitchen.com for more taste tests and equipment reviews.